It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. One step away from playing for the AFC title. This divisional round contest is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Looking to throw, Lance. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They give it to him again. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That was Montez Sweat who took him down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hits his running back. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's Lance now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
You could do a lot worse than a quick little shuffle give sometimes. I like that play. That shuffle pass just keeps the defense honest, keeps them guessing a little bit. Normally goes for positive yardage, and sometimes you're even able to surprise that defense entirely.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ballgame.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. And they send a man in motion. Looking right, and he finds it. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. This finds Evans, complete. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up a Houston first. To the air, lands. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Got Evans, it's complete. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now it's Lance. That's caught for the first. And he's able to get this down to the 13. So that's the end of... Time to begin the 2nd quarter. And we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They'll throw it again. This throw is cut. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they're going to tag a defender with this one. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he gets taken down immediately, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Setting up the screen. And in for the Houston touchdown. Young Hoi Koo on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Oilers tie this game 7-7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. He finds Fant. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Receiver in motion, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. out and set, 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Finds a man right side. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lance. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find a home there.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
3rd and long for him here. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down. Gonna have to... for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Here's the snap on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. A lot of mess on the move here. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space.
And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Oilers parlay the interception into points. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Oilers break that tie and now lead by 7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's brought down for a loss. Well, that's the 2-minute warning. The Ravens are on the move here. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Connects with Fant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Jackson throwing here. Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Motion man left is Brown. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Connects on one to Jamison Williams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, here's Lamar. He's on the move. Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Lamar back to throw. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Jackson yet again. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we assume our final snap. One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Lamar. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10 now. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Oilers regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Chased out to his right. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. On the move, headed right. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the 1st. Offense up to the line fast. Achane has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Got Evans, it's complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And they make the stop. I'm going to say it about the 37-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To the air, Lance. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Lance now. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Finds his man, Chase. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Offense in the hurry up here. Looking to throw. He throws a bullet deep to their... They connect on the deep shot. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Oilers take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. George Kittle, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Oilers break that tie and now lead by 7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Forced out to his right. He can run it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. The Ravens with it, facing the potential end of their postseason as they trail. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Man in motion here. From the 33 on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Flushed out now to his left. He's on the move. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
1st down throw for Jackson. He has it at the 5. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Working quickly here. Trying to run it in. H.A. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the gun, Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, a better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the one back on the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They've got a man in motion. 2nd and 13. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Lance. He's on the move. He's running for it. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. After the penalty, let's see how their composure is on this 4th down. They kick the running back in motion. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. On 1st down, Jackson has it at the 7. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lance. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 36-yard line.
From the 36. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Putting a receiver in motion. Back to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. At time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
Motioning Chase left. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down? And the call to go for it pays off considerably. Running back sent in motion. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Oilers losing by 7. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again following the sack. Completed to his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
One of their biggest plays in the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Chased out to his right. Escapes a sack. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Back to throw. On the move, headed right. He brings it in. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
That's another.
Here he is to throw. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. They aren't taking the offense off. All right, leaving him out, trying for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Running back sent in motion. He'll look to throw it. And this is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead. Coup all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Setting up to pass. Try and push it deep downfield. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Throwing again is Lamar. Buys time, rolling right. A bit of desperation. It's intercepted. That will do it.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now.